YouTube. Today I'm going to be running you down on my lure selections for different types of weather and different seasons. So I'm going to start off with what I'm using right now. The weather right now is about 40 degrees, rainy, not much action out there on the water. It is late, actually the last day of February, working our way into March. Some of the things that I'm running right now are my my Bitsy jigs, made by Strike King, I believe. Stay with the darker colors. I don't know why I pulled this one out, but just an example. Also, I'll be working my Booyah. Basically the same on a larger scale, and it's got a rattle chamber on it. With all of those jigs, you're going to be wanting to throw on some trailers. Trailers I always go with net bait. This is a tiny pack chunk. I also use pack chunk and the pack chunk seniors. Great trailers. Just try to match up the colors with your actual bait. When we start working into spawning season, that's the time when you're gonna be seeing the water level hit about anywhere from 55 to 60 degrees, maybe even 53 to 60 degrees. You're gonna start wanting to work your top water, so this is where your top water toes are gonna come in handy. My horny toe is always a favorite, must have in my box. I got my my Strike King Rage Toad. It's a coffee scent. I will also be, along with my top water toads, you're also going to be wanting to throw top water Spro Frog. I don't know what color this is, I've had it for a while. I'd like to say it's yellow and chartreuse. Along with those, obviously some spooks. Whoops. It's a spook and my tiny torpedo. I'm not going to unhook them. It's a lot of work. Also, some poppers. And yeah, there's that. When you start getting into June and July, it starts getting hotter, fish start slowing down again. This is definitely my favorite time to fish. Let me organize real quick. Definitely start throwing my Z-Hogs. These are by Zoom. Basically just a beaver bait. Sunny days I'm going to be throwing this black sapphire, excuse me. Great action in the water, always drop shot rig it. Always a fish favorite. Also going to start throwing the D-Bomb in candy grass color from Missile Baits, as well as the Crawfatty in watermelon candy from Havoc Baits. Along with those, just typically, depending on what pond I'm fishing, I'll throw a smaller version of the Z-Hog, but this is Gander Mountain's brand. It's called the Beaver, and this is a watermelon brown pepper in color, I believe. Also, I'll be running my Lizards drop shot as well, just kind of depending on what colors the fish are biting, what the weather's like. But yeah, on clear sunny days and the water's clear, you're going to be wanting to throw these darker colors. Not exactly darker, but more contrast to them, like the blue and the black has a lot of contrast, looks real good in the water. Also with the, I have the exact same style in my Brush Hog. It's a favorite drop shot. Another thing is the Strike King Rage Craws. These are the 3-inch, I believe, and they smell incredible. I haven't used them yet, but also in that summer scheme, I will be throwing, as always, my Senkos. I do not rig these like everyone else probably does. Also, in the midst of summer, I will be throwing my Senko's Wacky Rig'em. This is Strike King Shimmy Stick and Baby Bass, and this is just Gander Mountain Senko. I believe it's 5-inch, and it is watermelon red flake in color. Something like that. Also, start working the shaky heads in. They're good for early fall, but also hot summer. Again, the good contrast on sunny days is Tequila Sunrise. This is a power worm. It's a 10-inch worm. It's a monster. It does great things for me though. On the darker days of summer, when it's maybe when it's raining or just getting ready to rain, something like that, you're going to be wanting to throw some brighter colors. Let's see if I here we go. Definitely wanting to be throwing some brighter colors. This is my Bomber Model A chartreuse. I believe this is Fire Tiger in color, but it's my go-to crankbait. Also, my Strike King. I think it's a KVD 1.5. Black with chartreuse and white belly. Also, as well as those light colors, you're going to be working your lighter colored jigs. This is a football head jig. Actually, yeah, it is. It's a Bitsy jig by Strike King. Also, definitely keep working the top water. Definitely throwing the jitterbug on dark days, waking up the fish. Gonna be throwing some poppers, if I can get them out. Some poppers, some spooks, maybe my tiny torpedo by Heading, but definitely a spook. Pretty much any of the lighter colors on bright days. When we start working in the fall, that is definitely my favorite swim bait season, early fall. I'm going to be running my Havoc Pit Boss. This is Swamp Gas in color. Definitely a favorite, must-have in my tackle box. Also, I'll start working some flukes. I'll actually start working these later summer. This is a KVD Perfect Plastic fluke. It is watermelon black red flake in color. I'm also going to be working my Havoc subwoofer, black red flake, another great swim bait. But pretty much start working the swim baits, start getting into some ponds with some trout. Definitely stick with mirror lure. It's a great bait. Start getting into later fall. You're going to be starting to whip out some grub. This is my Mogambo grub. It is a monster grub. I believe it's a 4-inch grub. Also, some just typical Strike King power grub. Great go-to bait in later fall. Also, in later fall, I will break out my tubes, just as I did in the midst of summer. Tube-wise, you're going to want to stick with the darker colors. Sometimes lighter color works, but I like the dark colors with the bright pizzazz in them, you know. It really gets them going. Start getting into later fall, early winter. You're going to want to start going back towards the crawl. You want to go back towards your crawls and actually tubes as well, but start working in the basically just the crayfish by Yum. Again, the beaver drop shot by Gander Mountain. You might even have some luck just throwing on a Pack of Chunks Senior. Just throwing this on, no trailer, or actually not using it as a trailer or anything. Or maybe even if in a smaller pond you throw the tiny Pack of Chunk, or actually tiny Pack of Crawl. But there you go, YouTube. hopefully now you will have a little bit more success with your lure selection in some different seasons and weather. Peace.